Tesla has just released their fourth quarter 2021 deliveries and production numbers. They are staggering, greatly exceeding what Wall Street thought would be delivered. So let's have a look at it. Tesla shares were charging higher on the first trading day of 2022 thanks to a wave of investor enthusiasm on the back of record fourth quarter deliveries. Shares of the electric vehicle maker jumped more than 8% at the opening of trading in New York on January 3rd after reporting on January 2nd that it delivered more than 308,000 vehicles in the final 3 months of 2021. The global figure, which topped analyst estimates, marked Tesla's best quarterly delivery rate to date and brought its full-year deliveries to more than 936,000 vehicles, marking an 87% rise year over year. Wall Street analysts had expected Tesla deliveries of 267,000 in the fourth quarter and 897 for all of 2021. So this is really a crazy outcome. So let's look at the fundamentals of Tesla's results. Tesla deliveries totaled 308,600 in the fourth quarter. That included 296,850 Model 3 and Y vehicles and 11,750 Model S and X luxury EVs. For the full year, Tesla delivered 936,172 vehicles. The fact-set consensus was for 261,400 Model 3 and Y vehicles and 15,500 Model S and X vehicles, for a total of 276,900 vehicles. In the third quarter, Tesla delivered 241,300 vehicles in the quarter. Some analysts were even more upbeat. RBC Capital Markets expected 285,000 units. A few online forecasters saw Tesla sales as high as 300,000. The fourth quarter production totaled 305,400, with 292,731 Model 3 and Y vehicles and 13,109 Model S and Model X units. Elon Musk tweeted the results on January the 2nd while congratulating the Tesla team worldwide. His electric car company ramped up production in China even though competition rose and the regulatory pressure mounted following consumer complaints about product safety. The blowout quarter was even more impressive given worldwide shortages of vital components such as semiconductors, a supply crunch Tesla navigated in part by making design changes including reprogramming its software to use chips that are more readily available. In October, Tesla's market capitalization crossed the $1 trillion mark for the first time. Shares continued to climb in early November, but hit bumpy terrain in the waning days of 2021 as Musk sold 10% of his stake in the EV maker. With the chip shortage, which was a major overhang on the auto space and logistical issues globally, these delivery numbers were jaw-dropping and speaks to an EV demand trajectory that looks very robust for Tesla heading into 2022. Tesla's sales have soared even as the upscale automaker has faced a flurry of safety recalls late last year. On December 30th, 2021, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration acknowledged recalls for some Tesla Model 3s and Model S vehicles. Over 355,000 Model 3 vehicles could have their camera cable harnesses damaged by the trunk lid, and nearly 120,000 Model S vehicles have their front truck latch misaligned. On December 31st, 2021, Tesla China recalled 199,741 imported and made-in-China Model 3 sedans for the same camera cable harness issue as with the U.S. recall. It's also recalling 19,697 imported Model S vehicles for the front trunk latch concern. The fourth quarter deliveries may have gotten an extra boost related to seemingly negative news on EV credits in both the U.S. and China. In the U.S., new electric vehicle credits are on hold. New credits, which would make Tesla and GM eligible again, are part of the Build Back Better plan. That's stalled in the Senate right now. While the Democrat spending bill could still go forward in 2022, including EV credits, the current limbo would have spurred Americans to take Tesla deliveries before the end of 2021 instead of waiting for 2022. Tesla, which recently relocated its headquarters to the state of Texas, is set to start producing Teslas at its new factory in Austin, Texas this year. A separate factory in Brandenburg, Germany is also expected to start production this year. We expect a gradual ramp-up of Berlin and Austin and anticipate that those ramp-ups will lead to a deceleration of exports from Shanghai, many of which have been bound for Europe in 2021. As those plants open and ramp up output, Tesla capacity will increase substantially, rival EV production, should surge as well, with the U.S. enjoying a truly competitive EV market for the very first time. Rebounding auto production should eventually ease Tesla's extreme pricing power, but not yet. Investors rallied around the stock as deliveries are the closest approximation of sales reported by the company. Tesla will announce earnings for the last quarter in the coming weeks. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has said he wants to increase the company's vehicle sales volume to 20 million annually over the next 9 years. Tesla ships China-made models to Europe and some Asian countries. On an annual basis, the automaker boosted its deliveries by 87% from a year earlier to 936,172 vehicles in 2021. Musk said in October last year that Tesla will be able to maintain an annual growth rate of more than 50% for quite a while. Tesla has certainly beaten all the odds. The first is the demand for their products is through the roof, and the second is that they're doing a great job of meeting that demand. Tesla Chief Financial Officer Zachary Kirkhorn said in October that it was difficult to predict how quickly the company would be able to boost production at new factories in Texas and Berlin, which will use new vehicle technology and new teams. Tesla said in October that it aimed to build its first production cars at both facilities by the end of 2021, but it's not known whether it met that target. Its Berlin factory had initially been scheduled to begin production last summer. Deutsche Bank said in a report on December 31, 2021, that it expects Tesla to make nearly 1.5 million vehicle deliveries this year, although chip shortages remain a risk to production. In 2020, automakers cut chip orders as the pandemic and lockdown measures hit demand. But Tesla never reduced its production forecast with suppliers to support its rapid growth plan, which helped it weather the chip shortage. Tesla, which designs some chips in-house, unlike most automakers, also reprogrammed software to use less scarce chips, according to Elon Musk. Musk, who previously said 2021 had been the year of super crazy supply chain shortages, said in October 2021 that he was optimistic that those issues would pass in 2022. The strong sales came even after Tesla hiked U.S. vehicle prices sharply in 2021 to offset higher supply chain costs. Tesla hit over $1 trillion in market capitalization in October after rental car company Hertz said it ordered 100,000 of its vehicles. The deal reinforced the electric car leader's ambitions to top the entire auto industry in sales over the next decade. The company's shares lost some ground after Musk wrote on Twitter in November that he was considering selling 10% of his stake in Tesla. But with the impressive fourth quarter deliveries, all the challenges the company faced in 2021 are inconsequential. Electric vehicles are now mainstream, and we've only just begun to see rising global demand and interest. Consumer demand for electric vehicles is turning a corner in some major markets. The Tesla Model 3 was the best-selling vehicle of any kind in Europe last month. Tesla also appeared to be making progress in resolving regulatory problems that threatened its business in China. The company said it had opened a new data and research center in Shanghai to comply with government requirements that data collected from vehicles in China stay in the country. Tesla now faces the daunting day-to-day challenge of becoming a high-volume automaker, growing at a rate not seen since the early 1900s when demand exploded for Henry Ford's Model T. Tesla is coping with an order backlog for its vehicles and extended supply chain disruptions. Tesla Chief Financial Officer Zachary Kirkhorn cautioned investors during a call in December 2021 that Tesla's near-term production goals will hinge on resolving those disruptions and ramping up 2 new huge assembly and battery plants in Austin and Berlin. There's quite an execution journey ahead of the EV maker. Tesla net income and cash flow results will be announced along with the rest of their financial performance with the fourth quarter 2021 earnings in late January. So watch out for those updates. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.